Guess if I ever wanted to know what Bella would look like with a white spot on her head. There she is, looking all cute with a white spot on her head. What's up, Spot? What's up? Is that your new name? Spot. So today's the worst day I've had since I got this crazy female who I dated for a while out of my life. Oh my god. So I wake up this morning and it's pretty early. I wasn't gonna get out of bed anytime yet, probably not for another 4 hours. But Tank and Bella weren't on top of me. So, okay, a little strange, whatever. So I call them. Normally, as soon as that happens, they're gonna jump right up in bed or on the couch or wherever I am with me because they're basically waiting for that. Nothing. I get up. I'm sleeping in my friend's house on his couch, by the way. And the front door is wide open. I check the time. It's like 8 something. He told me he had to leave that morning at like 6, so he left to go to work. Didn't get me up. Didn't lock the door behind him. Dogs have been out for 2 hours in the hood in Miami. So I freak. I call him. I'm like, God, please. I hope he's like walking the dogs. Maybe he didn't have to go to work totally late because he doesn't like them too. At least it seemed like it. And he's like, what? No, I left. I told you I was leaving. I was asleep, but okay. So, before he had even answered the phone, I realized that because I was looking around and I did find their leashes on the floor, so I knew they weren't getting walked. So I went outside, run around for a couple hours. After a couple hours, I find Bella. Thank God. Her feet are pretty jacked up, but she's sleeping right here. Got a little chair so she didn't have to be walking on the concrete and patio out here. Other than that, one of my best friends called me, and I almost started crying because she was like telling me some really good news she had. And I was like, why are you calling me? Because I was like, get to the point. And she told me the really good news. I was just kind of like, oh, okay, that's great. She's like, we don't seem very happy for me or for whatever. And I started telling her, I was like, okay, I can't do this. I have to hang up. So I kept looking for Tank, though, until maybe 30 minutes ago. But you're really supposed to really count on people. At least people you've known for a long time, people like that. But anyway, I was walking around, ran into a lot of people who saw my dogs. They got a cat. Again, I did see the cat. It was laying in the grass. Its intestines were pulled out of it. I'm gonna assume that was Bella because she smelled like straight pee. So I'm thinking she got the butt end of the cat while they were playing tug of war and chew on it. So she's, other than her feet though, she's really not too messed up. She's got some scratches on her, obviously probably from the cat. So, man, I walked everywhere. I drove up and down every street. I went the wrong way on a crap ton of one-way streets. Had people yelling at me. At one point, I was just like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm just going to keep going the wrong way until I get to the next intersection. Because it was getting so late, there weren't really any cars on the road anyway. It was also getting so late that, I kind of realized unless he pretty much came up to me, it was going to be too dark for me to see him. Like if he got hit by a car or something like that, unless he died on the road, I wasn't gonna see his body. So that was really limiting my search too. I finally was like, okay, I had been over every street, either walked it and or drove it at least 5 times over there. I'd been doing it for well over 8 hours. I would pull over, park the car, walk places I couldn't get to with the car. I took a break. I went to the animal control center and talked to them. They hadn't received any big dogs. Well, first they told me they didn't know, but they let me go look through their rooms of dogs. And for a second, I did thought, when I was far away, I thought I saw one that was Tank, but no, it wasn't. So then I left, and I was like, well, I can go back over and keep searching the neighborhood. I searched everything probably 2 more times, and then was like, okay, well, I might as well, there's this one area across 95 that I haven't gone to search, because I'm like, I had driven up and down 95 a couple times. I didn't see him on the road. I figured, if you get hit by a car going that fast, you're going to be laying in the road. So I figured he hadn't crossed 95. So I had left this whole other area unsearched. So I was like, well, I'll drive across 95 and go search over there. Drive across 95, go down a little bit, and I'm pulling around a corner, and there he is, walking up the sidewalk. I'm like, looking, I'm like, holy crap, he goes out into the road that's at a red light. I'm sitting at the red light, he's crossing the street in front of me. I'm like, fuck it, so I just look for traffic. There's not really any cars there. There's a couple, but nobody really. So I just go across, and by that time, he has crossed the street through the crosswalk like a little 4-legged furry person, and is heading down the sidewalk. So I pull up, I throw the passenger door open. I'm like, Tank. And he turns around and looks at me, starts wagging his tail. I'm like, come here, dude, come on. And then instead of getting in the passenger side door, like, I obviously wanted him to do, he walks around to the driver's side of the car and stands there and wags at me, looking at me through the door. So I open the driver's side of the door, and he jumps into my lap. So I shut the door. I just hit the gas. I look at him real quick, give him a hug. And I hit the gas really quick because I'm sitting, in the intersection still, half in it at this point. So to get out of it and close the passenger side door, since he's in my lap, and I couldn't let him off of my lap or lean over and grab the door because I was worried he would jump back out the other side of the car. Oh my God. So Bella still smells like pee, and he has been wanting so bad to fuck her. I didn't know it was such an aphrodisiac for dogs, but he's being like crazy about it, and she smells like straight piss. Like, she definitely got the bladder end of that cat. But I'm very happy to have both of my dogs back. Yeah, today was rough, really rough. But it ended on a better note, so there's always tomorrow.
So my wonderful Tank down here just broke the fuck out his leash. Oh, you heard me talking to you. Wag. Here's what's left of the clasp that was holding it together. Yeah, it's more of a, I'm a pirate. Not even, it's bent too much for that. So, while I was in the military, we had a bunch of harnesses that we threw away that we used for climbing. Yeah. It's pretty much the only thing I have left over. He ain't gonna break that shit. Hopefully it doesn't irritate him. It's not gonna be on there for too long, just a few days. But yeah, good. There we go, Tank. You're amazing, aren't you, with your big ass? Tank. Hi. Love you. Yeah. You good boy? You good boy? Yeah, you are. Yeah.